I don't know about you, but I've literally had my nails done on and off for so many years, my entire life. I basically ruined my nails, especially when we had our brick and mortar store and I wanted to look nice in front of all of our customers every day. My nails really didn't get a break until COVID. And when COVID happened, I really discovered that my nails really needed some rehabilitation, but I didn't really know what to do. I didn't know where to turn, which products to buy. So, of course, I did what you probably do: look online, watch videos, tried a couple of products. And today I want to share with you some facts, some myths, some hacks, just some things I've learned as an esthetician that really do impact the quality of your nails. Now, before we get into that, I want to share with you 7 of these red flags. I just found an article recently, so I have my little cheat notes in case I forget any of them, because these are 7 red flags that you want to look out for if you're getting your nails done inside of a salon. And just quick side note, I had my nails done in salons for many years. I'm in my late 40s, and I have never personally had an infection, thank goodness. But I did have a friend move here recently. We're here in Austin, Texas. She moved here from Italy. She didn't, she's on the other side of town. She didn't know the area. She didn't know the salon. She went in to get her nails done and unfortunately left with a bad infection. So that got me to thinking, we're probably going to be paying more attention to those nails and toenails as we move into the summer months. So this is a good time to start thinking about how to really care for our nails whenever we go and have them done, kind of what to look out for, as well as maybe some hacks as to how we can best treat our nails if we are at home, like myself, working from home all of the time, and just want to save time and, quite frankly, a lot of money. So the first thing that you want to be aware of whenever you get them done in a salon is the fact that those jet tubs are just really hard to clean. And that is just a fact that you have to embrace if you are going to go put your feet into a jet tub. Tools also. Tools should not be loosely kept anywhere, like pulled out randomly from drawers. They should always be used on one person at a time. Similarly, those files, those buffering agents should all be individual use. So if you see someone that's using a file that looks like it's just been used on someone else, that's definitely a no-no, because it's a perfect time to transfer, well, first to harbor and then transfer those germs and bacteria. Ideally, your technician should also be wearing a face mask and gloves. And also watch out for those cheese graters, which are really not supposed to be used for the feet. And blades are actually a no-no. They're banned from being used in salons altogether. Now that you know what to look out for when you go inside of a salon and have those nails done, and by the way, I will post the link to where I found this information on this article that salon owners had shared, let's hop into the nail hacks. These things that I'm going to share with you today, I have learned, one, myself as a licensed esthetician, and two, through listening to chemists, because I really wanted to take a deep dive to understand these nail products. Why are some of them $15, $20? Why are some of them $3? Is there really that big of an advantage to spending the extra bucks on these more expensive products? In the skincare world, sometimes yes and sometimes no. So let's dive in. First up are the nail growth serums. Now, a lot of these products will have formaldehyde in them. And what they really do is they are supposed to strengthen the nail, right? So that you don't have those chips, you don't have that breakage, so that your nail can actually grow, which makes sense. But when I took a deeper dive, I understood a couple of things. One, the way that your nail looks on top has to do with your actual skin, the skin underneath your nail, which I had never really thought of before. And the next thing to keep in mind is really what inside of those ingredients is actually doing that big job. And just like proteins are important for your hair, there are going to be keratin proteins that are also healthy for your nails. Now, I started off using a nail product and it actually worked great. I did a video, lots of people had responded that they had used this product too, and it worked really well. However, I thought it was a little bit expensive. And after doing a little research, I realized that it was really those proteins that I needed to help strengthen my nail. And that's when I went into my local grocery store here in Austin called H-E-B, and I purchased this nail aid. I know for sure it was under $3. It could have been $2. But what I took notice of is that it says keratin right here. So I knew it would be addressing what I knew I needed to help strengthen my nails. And number two, it was cheap, so if it didn't work, I wasn't gonna be out a lot of money. But the good news is that it has worked, and I made a video about this that also kind of took off. They sent me a bunch of products, which I have not tried yet, so I will try those and report back to you on some other products from this brand. But this one I did purchase on my own. I've been using it as a top coat. What I'll do is I will put it on my nails occasionally when I feel like they're getting a little weak, and it really does a great job, or just as good of a job at strengthening my nails as the other more expensive brands did. Then I will apply the color when I have somewhere to be. I had a local TV appearance. If you haven't checked out any of my segments, beauty segments on Studio 512, it's a local channel here in Austin on KXAN. Please, you can Google those at any time. There is a wealth of information on those shows that I've given over the years, so definitely check those out. But going back to, this is just why I have my nails done, by the way, but usually my nails are clear. I'm doing a lot of videos with my hands, acupressure, massage, exercises, and it's, or aesthetics. I'm here in my home spa in Austin, occasionally do an aesthetics treatment. I usually have my nails clipped and I have them filed and just clear or nothing at all. But this is something that I definitely would recommend on, a continual basis. You don't have to wear it every day, but occasionally it's great at strengthening the nails. And if you apply polish over it, then what I like to do is I like to apply another coat of this over it. And I find that it just lasts a really long time, meaning more than a couple of days, which is a long time if you wash your hands as much as I do. Now, remember I mentioned that so much of how your nails look has to do with that moisture, how your skin is underneath the nails. So what can we do besides drinking water, besides doing things internally to sort of help plump up the skin, which is really hard to do from an internal standpoint, but nevertheless important? Drinking the water, drinking your liquid, your non-caffeinated, non-alcoholic beverages, enough of them, yes, that matters. But we can also use nail oil. I've used nail oil for so many years, and I went crazy during COVID when I didn't have my nails anymore. And once I learned this, I started really massaging it into my nails and my cuticles every day, because what I've learned is that if you can nourish the nail on top and also provide that occlusive agent to help kind of trap in the moisture, you can nourish the nails and they can start to heal faster. So one thing that I like to do is I like to make my own nail oil. And this one is, I put together probably about 5 different oils that I researched that were good for the nails, with a couple of my favorite essential oils. I believe this one has lavender and geranium in it. And that's just purely for my senses, for the aromatherapy of it all, but just a tiny bit, just to give yourself the whole full experience. And then if you feel like making it like I do, you can pour this into a roller ball. If you watched my video on castor oil, my 1-year review, I gave the tip of using the castor oil in a roller ball around your eye area. Just for simplicity purposes, you can do the same thing with the nail oil. You can put it in a roller ball and you can apply it on your nails. Now, what I like to do is I like to keep mine in the car, because I realize I'm so busy all day that I seldomly will have time to just pick it up and be doing it, or I won't think about it. But when I'm in the car, especially the passenger seat, I'm sitting there and it's right there in my, near my console. I pick it up, and I just apply it on my nails. So every day if I go to the post office or the grocery store, I'm applying it. So I know I'm applying it about once a day, which is pretty decent because you want to do these things on a continual basis. Another thing is you really want to make sure you're protecting the cuticle. A lot of the times when we go get our nails done, they will cut those cuticles, but to preserve the integrity of our nails and to prevent infections, it's a really good idea to keep those cuticles intact. So I do not recommend cutting them, even if sometimes it might look a little neater. I do not cut mine. I think mine look plenty good. So moving on to another hack. Now I have this by The Ordinary, and occasionally I will just buy products that are popular. When The Ordinary started to blow up, I bought a few of their products to try to see how they measured up to some more expensive products. I personally love lactic acid as an esthetician. I think it's a really wonderful acid because it's more gentle and hydrating on the skin. But what I realized is that I didn't care for it as much on my face, so I was trying to figure out how else can I use this where I won't waste it, because after all, it is a lactic acid at 5%. And because it's in a base that is more hydrating, I believe this carrier is hyaluronic, I thought, why not use it on my toenails? Because the toenail area, especially when you get pedicures, whether you do them yourself or you go somewhere to have them done, they can really discolor those toenails. I'm sure you have an idea of what I'm talking about. And when they get a little discolored, it's a good idea to give your nails a break, if you can give them a break before they get discolored. But it doesn't always happen that way. So using a gentle acid like this can help gently exfoliate to get you back to that place where your nails are looking and feeling pretty again. I hope that you've enjoyed these nail tips with me here today. Please like and subscribe to my channel. And remember, the more you know, the more you glow. Ciao for now.